Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona. You can see this Everose red gold Rolex Daytona reference 116505 and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see this delightful ivory dial Cosmograph with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for the desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Cosmograph Daytona. So, current generation Daytona with an extraordinary opaline ivory dial, red highlights, and a beautiful full Everose case bracelet bezel combination. The ceramic watches are contemporary, there's no doubt about that, but the richness of a full metal and full precious metal case and bezel still packs charisma and a visual punch. Now on the wrist, it's the same Cosmograph we've always known and loved, well, at least since 1988. The iconic and rarely changed form of the Daytona is 40 millimeters across the round of the case, so that's from 9 to 3, not inclusive of the crown guards or pushers. The watch is slim, without any kind of rotating bezel structure. It comes in at only 12.1 millimeters thick with a generously sloped bezel and domed sapphire. This one will easily slide underneath both the suit jacket cuff and the dress sleeve beneath. Now, lug to lug, obviously 47.7 millimeters if you measure the lugs, but you know you're going to wear it on the bracelet, so the solid end links extend the range across the wrist to 51.9 millimeters. Still very wearable. I believe you could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters to 14 centimeters in circumference, the lower end of that range if your wrist is more oval than round. The thing about wearing a modern gold Rolex watch, especially a full gold Rolex watch, with the bracelet and the clasp, is that the solidity of all the parts, end links, clasp, and center links, leads you to feel like you're wearing a platinum full bracelet Rolex from a previous generation of the company's products. The solidity is incredible. Everything is hefty, but hefty in a gratifying and pleasant sense. You feel like you got what you paid for. The Oyster bracelet 3-link is handsomely made, polished on the outermost flanks, satin finished on the shoulder, polished down the center. You can see plenty of channels to aerate the wrist on a hot day, scallop or removed rounded sections between the links to avoid pinching skin or pulling hair. The clasp beautifully executed, as Rolex's premium clasps are, fully polished on the inside, no media blasted surface here. And yes, it features Rolex's tool-free 5mm Easy Link system, the equivalent of taking out or adding one sizable link. It's 5mm of adjustment, no need for a tool, very crisp, tight tolerances, precisely made, just like everything else about this extraordinary clasp. The watch is sexy, and I say this for a very specific reason. The Daytona case has remained essentially unchanged since 1988. Rolex got it right straight out of the gate. It doesn't suffer the ungainly sheer sides of the super case or the excessively broad squared off lug ends. There's still a compound curvature and a flame surfacing effect about this case that ties it to a previous era of Rolex watches, and I might even say a more romantic one, as well as sharing some of the dress watch elegance that you still see on the Datejust and Day-Date families. Now, the watch has a full polished case, as you can see, but there is some contrast in the form of satin hoods atop the conforming end links. The end links nicely trace the outline of the case to create a highly integrated look. It's not quite as mono as something like a Royal Oak or a Nautilus, but it does have a very coherent appearance when it's all in red gold, as this watch is. The bezel features the characteristic triangular indices of the full metal, or I should say full precious metal bezels, as you'll see on rose gold and white gold. Lacquer laid in the indices as well as the calibrations, all of it beautifully crisp. This watch is late from the factory, a relatively recent pre-owned model. You'll also note that the timepiece features rose gold accents in the form of all applied rose gold indices and rose gold hands, with rose gold 5-point coronet at 12 o'clock. The dial is described by Rolex as ivory, so that's not my nomenclature, that is official. Also, the sub-registers of the chronograph, and if you look down at 6 o'clock, constant seconds for the time of day, are beautifully guilloche cut with a concentric circular metallic pattern for a handsome contrast. They also feature a high visibility black on gold printing for instant recognition, and of course, though you can't quite see it, the red shock of Daytona scrawled just above constant seconds at 6. Stay tuned for the end of the video, there will be a loom shot turning the watch over. You can see that it does have a handsome and restrained crown guard structure. Rolex does feature screw-down crowns, screw-down pushers, and a crown guard structure. It's still a sports watch, 100 meters water resistant, despite its nomenclature as a land sports and specifically race-inspired chronograph. It's perfectly suited to jumping into the surf at Daytona Beach, as well as timing the races nearby at the Motor Speedway. Of course, the watch features a Rolex manufacture caliber 4130, 44 joules automatic winding, 3-day power reserve, 28,800 vibration per hour beat rate. It is a COSC chronometer. Rolex certifies the movement with the COSC, then cases it up and tests it beyond the COSC standards, not as bare movement, but as a fully assembled watch. So what you get runs +2, -2 seconds per day per Rolex. That's the superlative chronometer standard, rather than the -4 +6 tolerance that is permissible in the COSC test. The watch also features a full balance bridge with a free-sprung index underneath its screwed-in solid gold caseback, the two features contributing to shock resistance. The watch also has a Parachrom blue anti-magnetic hairspring for anti-magnetism, and a Breguet overcoil to that hairspring to give the watch minimal deviation in various positions. If you've heard of adjustment in 3, 4, 5, 6 positions, those positions can cause a watch to run faster or slower if the hairspring doesn't beat concentrically. With an overcoil structure, as you have in this watch, it does beat concentrically. Ultimately, you're going to want to play with the chronograph, whether you need to or not, and if I've screwed out the crown, and I have, you'll see the smoothness of the actuation. The seconds hand does not jump when you actuate it, because the watch uses a vertical clutch. Now, not only does that make it smoother than a lateral clutch, but it also means you can just leave it engaged. Because of the vertical clutch, there's no extra play of teeth engaged, and therefore it won't wear down the watch or shorten the service interval as you might on a lateral clutch if you leave it running. Now, you can feel and hear the column wheel function selector. That's what you want. That is the more traditional way of making a chronograph than cam or shuttle systems. Those are cheaper to make, but the column wheel is traditional Swiss watchmaking, and it's what Rolex employs in its chronographs. Finally, of course, everything is made in-house. The movement is executed by Rolex, the dial is executed by Rolex, case, bezel, bracelet, even the formulation of the Everose gold. The Everose gold being a red gold alloy, so it has a high copper percentage, but Everose forever rose colored because it has a high platinum percentage. The platinum in large quantities helps to prevent the copper, which gives it its redness, from oxidizing and fading over time. So it will always have that same beautiful red gold luster and intensity. You can see this Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona, reference 116505, and purchase it on our website. And stay tuned now to see our loom shot of the watch. Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona. Red gold by day, but they're all blue lume today from Rolex. As you can see, chromolite, Rolex's distinctive, rich blue luminescence. Bright, clear, sharply defined. This is a true sports watch day or night. I do like to hit every feature during the videos, and I was a little remiss during the lit portion of the video. I forgot to mention that the watch does feature hacking or stop seconds. You can see this watch and all of its features on our website.